This is the Neon Tarantino, the director Derek Dillinger.
And Katie Arquette, the leading lady of the production.
And we're live. No second takes, no reshoots.
And you're watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.
Cut.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome on into another episode of Kayfabe Coffee, the show that keeps it real while we pretend it's real. I'm your host this morning, Mr. OTM. And I guess happy Memorial Day. I guess happy isn't the word to use for it, but we want to thank everybody for their service. If you have served for this country, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't with you guys, and we wouldn't be off today from work to do this if it wasn't for your guys' ultimate sacrifices. So we appreciate those who have served in our military. But as you can see, I am not alone for Kayfabe Coffee. Usually it's just one or two people, but we figured since there's a big AEW pay-per-view that just went down that I'd bring in some of my closest friends. So I got the full-time part-timer Ian Garavaglia. Ian with me. What's going on, man? How you doing this morning?
It's good. The pay-per-view ended about 12:30 my time, so I'm tired. But
that's early.
We got coffee. Yeah, that is true. It did actually. The pay-per-view diet kind of did fly by, which was nice. But not just us. My dad's here.
Oh, hey,
Not
Dad.
actually my dad.
The podcast dad from the Wrestling Junkies podcast in the house. What's going on, Chris?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Like I said, pre-show, I got a little bit of a shiner, so it is still real to me, damn it. My kid got me.
What was going on?
Yeah, we were wrestling, having a good time, obviously, trying to get that into the family system, and I got a stray headbutt straight to my eyeball, and could not see out of it last night, so I was watching the show like this all night last night. I thought I saw some good stuff, so hopefully I don't say anything too dumb.
I can confirm that there was plenty of good stuff, even though you might have only had one eye going on there last night. But shout out to your kids as well, who were just celebrating a 4th birthday, correct? This past weekend when we were doing our marathon stream.
Yep, on Saturday. They are 4 years old. Time flies. For those out there that know, cherish the moments you can, and obviously, again, don't. It is bad, isn't it? But I got a screwdriver, so I'm good. I'm ready to go.
That's what's up. That's the Junkies way to start. Similar to how you guys were heated during the main event 24-hour marathon stream about Darby Allin.
And who was right?
You know what? You typically seem to be right.
I'm still upset because I was not able to see this segment yet, so I don't
still
know
can't.
your stance. Yeah, I know.
But let's put that into perspective here, boys. So obviously, as some people may know, we did have our 24-hour marathon stream this past weekend. Every Memorial Day weekend, we're going to be doing that 24 hours straight, and we only had one single upload this year. Last year there was a mishap, so we had 2 separate uploads. There was no issues with the upload when it came to YouTube, but here we are today on a Monday, 2 days removed from the marathon, and that is still processing on YouTube. So that just goes to show you that nobody else is doing what we're doing over here at the Main Event Wrestling Network. It takes multiple days for our things to just get scanned and get to be, checked for copyrights because we had 24 hours straight of pro wrestling content. Ian, you were there for a couple of hours. Podcast Dad, you were there for a couple of hours. Ian, is there anything you want to add in terms of that marathon stream that we had this past weekend?
No, it's awesome. Just to reemphasize, the growth from this year to last year was really cool to see. The involvement with the network and the people that were tuned in as well. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for next year's already because I no idea where we're going to be when that one starts.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when it gets processed, please watch the Junkies segment and then watch Main Event Trivia because we had the first ever Main Event Trivia and that got very interesting, of course, with the Great Brown Hope and Paperclip Mike running the show podcast.
No, that doesn't sound right.
But it was very entertaining. Everybody had fun. Pierce from Ope, the 3-way, ended up winning. We had Boris from Love Wrestling, Chris. So it was pretty cool to see other people from outside of the network as well get involved.
Yeah, I don't know if you still have that graphic for the schedule. I don't know if you still have that.
Unfortunately.
Anyway, when you guys check out that stream, he'll pop that up a few times with the schedule. There are a bunch of shows on that. Go support all of them if you like what we're doing. Main Event Network, obviously, is where they're all housed. But support them individually, support everybody. We are trying to grow this thing to make it as fun as we can and as inclusive as we can. I think we're doing a great job as that is.
I do too.
Yeah, we can get heated every once in a while because Eric knows I'm right most of the time, so he gets mad at it. But we can have that discussion in a civil manner. And a little peek behind the curtain. After that segment, I did get a text from Eric and said, "I love you." So
that's how it should
it's
be
all
done,
it's
right?
all love. It's all love. Wrestling's fun and we can debate.
Funny enough, everybody was explaining you guys as an old married couple, so I hope you guys understand that.
Oh, they probably would agree to that. Yeah.
100%.
Because me and Ian even talked about it, I think, during our segment on the marathon, is like, we have disagreed many times. We're probably going to disagree today on this show. I guarantee we are going to, because we do often with AEW. But in the same token, we still love each other, and it doesn't affect how we view each other. And I think that's how we are trying to change the game here as a whole, as a collective here at the network, is that wrestling media doesn't have to be so contentious. You don't always have to turn it into an argument. You can respect other people's opinions and still have fun while doing so. Isn't that a crazy concept, guys?
It's
Who would have
crazy.
thought?
Even though I genuinely do hate you guys when we disagree. I
We get
bring that
into
with
it.
me. Yeah, I
We're
bring
going
that.
to today.
We're gonna have one today, so don't worry.
I am going to poke the bear,
The
hypothetically, I guess.
longest 60 days of my life is over. Thank God. We have a
Wait.
true champion again.
Oh, here we go. We're definitely going to get into it here then,
God.
short. But hey, the May sale's still going on. Main event merch on the markwrestlingpodcast.com. Use code SALE and you can get some main event merch today. But like Chris said earlier, make sure you're individually supporting all podcasts, bloggers, content creators. And the best way to do so is finding our main socials and then going through it and then following everybody else that is a part. We also got our link tree linked to every single social as well. So just click on that link tree and it makes things very easy. But boys, as you know, Double or Nothing has come and passed this past Sunday. Memorial Day weekend, we were jam-packed with a lot of content. Saturday night's main event on Saturday. And then Double or Nothing is arguably AEW's one of their biggest shows. And they started hot. We're not going to talk about the pre-show because no disrespect to the buy-in and the pre-show, whatever you want to call it.
You don't want to talk about Boom?
I mean, I would love to talk about Boom if you want to talk about Boom. Yeah, the Rizzler.
Am I doing it right?
Yeah. It's kind of like this, right? Ian, you would know. You're younger than us.
Something
You
like
are.
this, yeah. But no, you'd be absolutely wrong. You're on TikTok more than me. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, let's see it.
what are you
Let's
doing?
see. No, let's see the Riz face. Let's see.
Do it.
No, come on,
Dude,
No.
I can.
Good.
Too
Can
early
we?
for that.
Can I call a timeout?
Yeah. Call a timeout. Yeah.
Can we pop Ian back up, like big screen, please?
Okay. Yeah. 1 second. Hold on. Let me do my maneuvering.
You're gonna make fun of my barren room.
Ian, what? Like, are you hostage? What's happening?
Yes.
Are you, like, put
Live in a
something
jail.
up, dude.
You know what's funny? See that stuff back there? That is literally all my wall decor. I have that, and then you can see something by my lamp back there. I have that
put
that
it-
could go on the
This
wall.
is also
Put
yours.
it up.
That's supposed to come to me as well.
This is also his.
And then I have stuff in my. I just don't. I'm in an apartment and like.
Hospital.
Okay.
You know, it's just like why.
He's a young guy. They don't need to decorate.
All the wall
you know that
decor is
podcast ad.
above my monitors.
No, I don't.
actually.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Real quick before we actually get to wrestling,
Sure.
I missed Saturday night's main event. I had to watch the replay because I was at the Reds Cardinals game. Mr. OTM,
Yeah.
Jordan Walker's a stud.
Dude. Finally,
watched,
right?
I watched 2 at bats that he had. The one where he took it from an 0-2 to a full count, hit a double, then took it from an 0-2 to a full count, hit a 3-run home run. Dude is a monster.
Well,
That-
He's just got to be consistent. That's his thing.
It goes to show you
man.
that people give up too early in baseball on young talents. Like, you're going to go through your
24.
ebbs and flows. Yeah, he's still super young. He just got called up when he was 21.
He looks like he's
There-
40 though. I'll say
Well,
that.
people always say they think there was an edit going on TikTok of "Pass the Dutchie" as the song,
Yes.
and they're like, "I swear all the time this motherfucker's high." Because if you look at Jordan Walker, you'd be like, "Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that guy's elevated." Which a lot of people here at the network are elevated, but that's okay. We are pro elevation here at the network. No discrimination whatsoever. But
I
I'll
thought
tell
that show
you
got canceled.
what. Which one?
Elevation. I thought that got canceled.
Oh, I forgot about
yeah,
that
it's
one.
gone. That one's gone.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were talking about the Wake and Bake with the Great Brown Hope because that's tomorrow.
Well,
That's-
no. That's a consistency. That's what that is.
Isn't that crazy? So you, Podcast Dad, you've been here since the very beginning, essentially. we've always talked about getting into a spot where we had basically a weekly schedule, daily uploads, and we finally have reached that here at the network. It's pretty cool.
I think we have. We have. I got Ian just said it, and shout out to him and his hostage situation. But consistency is what we need.
That's what sells, right? That's what puts butts in seats.
Well, I sell. Let's be honest.
This is true. Yeah, we all sell.
sell?
Yeah, what do you sell? How you know?
Whatever you want. I need some money.
How you know?
Whatever you need.
All right, I guess since we're 10 minutes in or 12 minutes into Kayfabe Coffee, we should talk about the wrestling. And they started hot with the I Quit match for the tag team titles. Cage and Copeland made FTR say I quit. I don't need to get into really too in-depth about this match because I just think it was well put together. I think it was the right choice to start Double or Nothing, Ian. And honestly, it's just, I don't really have anything to nitpick here because I think it was perfectly executed, which is not too surprising knowing how close these guys are outside of the ring.
Yeah, that's kind of like what you gain from. It's kind of cool. So this whole Cage and Cope kind of run has been circling FTR, which it makes sense. This has been going on for, I want to say, a year at this point now. Obviously, injuries with
years.
Obviously, the injuries with Copeland has not been the biggest. It's not the best, but yeah, this entire feud has just been culminating to what I think we're eventually going to get to it all in.
Yes.
And then we're going to finish off the feud, and who knows where it goes from there. But yeah, this entire run has been honestly a huge success because it's not necessarily putting Cage and Cope over even more. It's solidifying that FTR is one of the best tag teams, if not the best tag team of this generation right now, the new generation. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's you're gonna look back and be like, "You guys remember that feud?" Yeah, this is one of those feuds. It's a generational one.
Yeah, so it worked very well. Beth Phoenix coming back was nice. That was a good touch.
Yeah, good call.
But yeah, and it's not like Cage and Cope went over a younger talent, right? They went over FTR, so it's not, they're bringing down the young guys. They're not. It's two consistent teams that have been doing it for a very, very long time at high levels. My only nitpick.
Oh, let's hear it.
And this is just something I don't like, and I haven't liked it at any company it's been in, is that damn nail bat.
Yeah, Spike.
I hate that thing.
It's not great.
It's so cartoonish, in my opinion.
You can't swing it.
You can't swing it.
Moxley would say otherwise.
when you put it on, like when you put it on his face, like it was very clearly like placed on it.
Sure.
Like, and there's no crankback or anything. That's my only nitpick. You can go back to, when was it first introduced? I think it was Abyss and TNA back in.
Sounds right.
2012 or 2011 with RVD. I was out of it then. I'm out of it now. Just get a barbed wire bat. That's
a good way to word it. Cartoonish. It definitely feels cartoonish. But the match itself was I thought from top to bottom, one of the better matches of the night. And we could say that about a lot of these matches, I think, Chris, because once again, and this is something we talk about, all of us as a collective here at the network, is that no matter how the weekly shows are going or what your opinion is of Dynamite or Collision, I feel like we can always guarantee that the AEW pay-per-views are going to deliver. And they delivered here at the start.
Yeah, I can count on my hand and like name the pay-per-views that didn't deliver. Like there's definitely one I can think of, but
exploding barbed wire death match in the main event. That was the worst pay-per-view of AEW's run in my opinion.
Okay.
What show was that again?
That was
Revolution
22.
It was post-COVID, like right after,
Okay, so see, there was a World's End. I think the first World's End.
Oh,
and I thought was awful.
December pay-per-view, right?
Yes, I think it was the first one. It was not good.
It was not good. Okay, I do remember. But that's again, saying a lot.
I can pick those out, right? The amount of great shows that they usually have. You go there, and no disrespect to WWE, we're not doing that here, but you go there to watch the wrestling, and that's what I go do. Like, that's the wrestling company. WWE is the storytelling company. It is what it is. I'm good with it.
I mean, shit, though. AEW is getting better with their storytelling, I would say, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're still not fully there with their storytelling as a whole?
There's some aspects,
like,
and we'll talk about it on the show. Like, there's some matches here where I'm like, we're just having a match to have a match, and that's fine. But yeah, they're not. I mean, WWE has how many years head start on them? Like, AEW will get there, but like, if I'm going to if I'm going to watch like 5-star wrestling matches, yeah, I know AEW is going to deliver.
That or the independents. You can go to probably most
Oh, yeah.
independents and find 5-star matches. It's insane what. some
Shout out
indies
to
are
Hot
doing.
Tag. Go
There you
download
go.
Hot Tag.
Hot Tag app.
App's going to be a game changer, guys.
I followed them too. I made sure right after I saw your guys' segment, and Ian will definitely check it out once YouTube
Yes.
figures out their shit. Everybody should check it out. The Hot Tag app is great because it has an interface that shows all of independent wrestling, the show, the details, the wrestlers, where
Yeah,
they're
you can
going to be
follow
next.
wrestlers. Dude,
You can
it's
put
so cool.
reminders on there of when that show's going to start. That way you know that, hey, I got to turn on IWTV and turn on the show. But so many good, we are, as a network, are affiliated with many independent wrestling companies. You guys, ETU, right, is one of the big ones that you guys work with as Indie Wrestling Guide. They work with ETU all the time. We work with Warrior. I'm sure there's some other ones that I left out, Chris, that you're not even named. I haven't even named. Yeah. Action Wrestling with Matt Griffin.
TWE. Yep, TWE down there in Chattanooga as well. We'd be down there in 2 months for the SCI tournament. But yeah,
Is that the one you go to yearly?
Yep.
Yeah. You guys.
Yeah, that was the
always-
one Javon Evans won a while back.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's a throwback.
There's
And then
there's
who won it? Jameson Shook last year?
Jameson Shook is the defending champion. Hopefully Tim Bosby stays the hell away from any part of that tournament because I can't stand that prick. But
His name gets dropped a lot on your show by a lot
Problem
other
is he's-
people.
he's really good, but
Very
I
young
hate his
too, right?
face. Yeah, he's gonna be good. he's gonna be great.
good. Yeah. Kind of like Max.
He's kind of an asshole. So
Yeah, that's why I said he's kind of like Max in terms of
He
being
is,
the
he
asshole.
is.
But great start to Double or Nothing. Cage and Cope
Yep.
are tag team champions. That's very cool that we get to see that in another wrestling company. A lot of people might disagree because fuck tribalism. But does this mean you think we're getting that dream match, Ian? Are we going to get a TLC ladder match with a bunch of the best teams in AEW like FTR, the Bucks, and who knows? Maybe the New Day?
That's what I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but
That
I
would be insane.
really want it to be announced as a triple threat, and then the New Day do their surprise. Oh, hey, we're coming!
Like the Hardys did when they introduced them?
Oh my gosh, that's just fantasy booking talking, but I at least get the Young Bucks involved. I think they kind of need to be involved in that sense if we're doing this generation of wrestling. That literally, especially if you have the New Day in there, that's tag team wrestling of the past 20, 25
Modern
years.
tag team wrestling, correct.
Yeah.
Minus the Usos.
Minus
And
the
maybe
Usos.
the Street Profits, I would lump into that.
Yeah.
They don't have the accolades, maybe, that the other teams do, but the consistency and the longevity of the Street Profits, people forget Angelo Dawkins has been in that company for almost 20 years. I'm dead serious. He's been there from the beginning.
I don't know.
He's a Cincinnati guy too.
Yeah, he's from Ohio, so shout out to Ohio, even though I always say, fuck
Fuck
Ohio.
Ohio.
Hey,
That's what-
whoa.
That's what we say at Warrior. Hey,
drivers
every
suck.
time.
That's the only thing I hate
Whoa.
about Ohio.
We don't like Ohio. I'm sorry.
We don't do tribalism, remember?
Oh, I mean, for states we can. Yeah, states
down.
don't count.
God, Indiana wins one national title, and you guys think it's just the Jesus.
I got the trophy in the corner right there. It's plastic
Great.
and everything.
Fernando's gonna get curb stomped in Las
Oh,
Vegas.
hey,
So
come on.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not his fault that team's garbage.
that's fine.
He
Let's
can just
get that
throw it to
milk
Brock
carton out
Bowers. Yeah,
Great.
Who knows? He'll just talk about Jesus all the time, and we'll be all right.
We're 20 minutes in. When we're on the second match. Come
Hey,
on,
that's
Mr.
okay. Do you have somewhere to be?
Yeah, is this an AEW pay-per-view? What are we doing here?
Yeah, we're gonna go long. So let's get into the juicy one. Let's get into the fun one here because if you look online, this was one of the best matches of the night. I wouldn't agree with it, but I'll save my point for last. Listen, I'm not saying it was a bad match by any means, but Chris, I'll give this match to you first. A big moment for Takeshita. He's really has always lost these kind of big matches for titles, but this seemed like his crowning moment here in AEW by beating Okada. So how did you feel about this one right here?
Let's hope so, because I thought we had the crowning moment a couple years ago when he beat Omega twice. So let's hope this is the crowning moment. Yeah, it was time. This is not. How do I say this without getting roasted online? This is not the Okada I expected to come to AEW. And I think I have to reel back my expectations now, just as a fan, because this is not the New Japan Okada. It's just not. And that's fine. He's older. Injuries have happened. Is what it is. But this was the right decision. Takeshita is the future, right? Okada is the past. As great as Okada is and still is, He's just not the same Okada that
Morning,
we were
Tito.
hoping for. Because if he was, he'd be in the world title picture, and he's not. Great for Takeshita. The turn at the end was great. Kyle Fletcher Takeshita is going to feed children, feed families, feed generations. Like, that's going to be a fantastic feud, and I can't wait for those matches.
Ian, do you want me to go first, or do you want to get it in first?
I'll get it in first because
Yeah.
so this feud going into it, I kind of expected. I know what you're going to say, but I will let you talk about it.
Let me get my shit in. Yeah.
I stole the thunder. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
This feud was just built on pure hatred, and I did get that from this match. Like, these guys genuinely, well, not genuinely, but genuinely did not like each other, and they wrestled like it. I am lucky enough that I didn't really know Okada before coming to AEW, so he's been pretty consistent from my standpoint and from my visual. Like, AEW, Okada has been Okada, and he hasn't really changed since. And he doesn't necessarily have to wrestle like the batshit insane, I'm guessing, because he's with the Don Callis family, and you just want to see everybody face Okada. Okada has this really weird, smug kind of move set now, and he's playing to, like you said, his age. He's playing a little smarter, and I'm sure that is part of the adjustment to weekly television wrestling. He doesn't do it every single week, but he's been wrestling a little bit more recently. As for Takeshita, I think this is just, well, first off, finally, we're getting this. I'm very happy that we got to this point, and I think we can all agree Takeshita is the future of AEW. It's just, we need to break. Obviously, we needed to get Takeshita versus Fletcher. However long this feud's going to take, maybe that goes through All In, maybe it stops at All In, but it's the future after that I'm a little concerned about, because Takeshita's on his own now, completely on his own. He's got to keep this momentum up. He doesn't have Don Callis to fall back on, which, credit to Don Callis. Don Callis has done so much for this company, and that includes the help of building Takeshita. So Takeshita's got to do it on his own now. So this is going to be a test. This is not he officially made it. He's going to go to the main event. This is now okay, we gave you the tools, we gave you the story, we gave you that push, all you now.
Now run with it, and let's see what you can do.
Exactly.
Yeah, and now listen, I respect anybody that says that this was the match of the night, match of the year. You can have that opinion. I started to be disconnected from this match very early. I think a lot of it has to do with Okada, Chris, because I agree with you. Since he has come to AEW, I think it has been very apparent that he has lost a step. And that's not a knock on him, because that happens to everybody. We all eventually are not going to look like we did in our prime. That happens to every single person. He's not my cup of tea, first off. Okada's not. Never has been. I think that this match had a lot of moments during it. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask a question? Sorry, not to interrupt. Are you familiar with his New Japan stuff? And not just because
Not much. Okay. No. I've seen the Kenny Omega matches.
Yeah.
I've seen a few other matches, but I have not really dove deep.
It was the aura, I think, that was sold to us, because over in New Japan, that dude was John Cena.
I can see that. And I heard about that. Erica Marini, one of our closest friends, she spoke of Okada like that when I went to my first Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what it was, Chris, is that they set the bar so high telling me about how good Okada was, and I got to see him after his prime, to where it's like, I don't see the hype. But then you look online after this match, that was the greatest thing we've ever seen. That was perfect.
It wasn't.
I am one of those people. I am going to put it out there, too, and you can call me Bully Ray or an old head or whatever.
You kind of look like him.
Yeah. From time to time, I hate the no-selling crap. And that happened a lot in this matchup. Moves have to mean something at some point, especially late into a match. I love a good kick-out spot at one, but when you're doing it at the very end of the match, right before the finish, you lost me completely. No, there's no way that anybody should be kicking out at one 2 minutes before the finish happens. That's a disconnect for me. There was just too many moments in this match to where I was looking at it too logically, and that's a fault to me being a mark.
Can't use logic.
Yeah, I can't use logic in professional wrestling, but they just lost me and I never got back into it. Once again, I get why people love this match, but for me personally, did not hit. It was a miss. Go ahead, Ian.
So this will be my argument. I don't necessarily disagree with you.
See, look at I'm not the only one.
So where I see it is we described that whole buffet thing on we have so many different styles of wrestling. I don't think you're necessarily upset or separated from Okada as a wrestler or just the match in general. I think it's the style of wrestling. Ope three-way said it in the chat. It's strong style. That is that would be like that match in
strong style.
That match in Japan.
That wasn't strong style, you said, Chris? No? Okay.
Strong style.
Well, they tried to sell it as such.
did,
That is
but
the
they
American strong
They did.
style.
Yeah, that
That's a
is
good way of wording it.
Yes, that's like a
It's-
WWE street fight.
Yeah, it's the whole. It's that whole notion and then that whole idea of the fighting spirit on you have to want it more, and that's how my brain gets around the one counts where like it's late in the match where they get fired up, which they do it a lot. In
And the
AEW.
crowd eats it up, man. Like, that's why I feel like I'm in the wrong when I have that
No.
opinion.
No,
You're allowed
you-
to have your opinion.
yeah, exactly. It's
It wasn't
I-
the best match on the night. It wasn't.
No, I personally love that whole idea. Like, even we'll talk about the match, but Samoa Joe and Will.
Oh, that was my match
Will
of the
Ospreay.
night.
Well, so they had the same exact spot. Samoa Joe did that at the end of the match with the one.
Joe
count.
can do that.
See, that's
Exactly.
the thing. That's that
You have a-
Because
disconnect.
he
You have a
made
free-
it mean
you have-
something. Yeah,
But you have that though, because you've watched Samoa Joe for how long now?
Yeah.
exactly. I think that's kind of why I have my opinion that I have that. That's why I know it's a skewed opinion. I'm not
Watch
sitting
Samoa
here.
Okada. Do yourself a favor.
No, thank you.
Dude, so I'm telling you, some of the New Japan stuff, man. Some of the
Strong-
New Japan stuff was great.
Jay Gold said strong style hurts people. It may work when these guys are young, but once they get to the States, they're able to tone it down, makes things mean more. And I think that's also a fair point.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Nakamura was the same exact way.
Shinsuke never connected in WWE, really.
No,
He
and
got over the
brought that,
first night, and that was it.
NXT was the peak.
and he brought that exact strong style.
Never
like,
connected.
Literally the king of the strong. What was that? Was that was
Yep.
Yeah,
He's
King of
King of
Strong
Strong
Style. Yeah.
yeah, and brought that over, and it just doesn't work with most crowds. I think now, with the addition
More
of
now,
AEW has helped New Japan Wrestling get over in the American scene and North American
The-
scene, in my
There's a
opinion.
debate there.
It's definitely made it more
It's
mainstream.
yeah, more
AEW's
mainstream.
taken a lot of their talent.
That's a good point.
Yeah, think of all the New Japan talent that they've dropped to AEW. That's more of the story going into it, but
That's a whole nother discussion of
that
how
could be a
great of
dusty
partner-
finish.
How great of a partner is AEW to other companies? Because it didn't work out well for TNA.
It's not working for ROH, which we talked
It's
about.
not working for ROH.
Yeah.
New Japan was gutted.
CMLL is okay.
Who's their world champion?
in
I don't
CMLL.
really care.
Yeah,
I've never cared about CMLL.
it's Claudio.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I just found that out. Breaking
Yeah,
news.
doesn't
So-
drop the title.
Did he? He might have.
I
But
thought
like,
he did.
That's Chris's point, though. It's like,
I knew he was at
are
one
these
point.
partnerships working? I would say the AAA partnership's working with WWE.
big time.
That's the big. That might be the hottest promotion right now, at least in the WWE side of things.
It is.
Oh, it's Hechicero.
okay.
see.
Isn't he signed with AEW?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
another AEW talent taking outside title belts.
Makes my point.
Hey, Athena escaped the paywall for a pay-per-view, at least. Instead of paying $9.99 a month to watch Athena wrestle, you got to spend $50 to watch Athena wrestle.
40.
40. No, it's 50 for me on YouTube, so I guess I should have been doing what you're doing. What are you
HBO,
doing?
brother.
Oh, I don't
HBO.
do the HBO shit.
HBO, brother.
HBO, brother. All right,
Logan
Ian,
on
Ian, I know. I know Ian had some thoughts on this one, so I want him to actually lead off and give us your opinion on Athena versus Mina Shirakawa.
I hate saying this because I'm just a mark that was watching in his living room. But Mina, I love Mina as a character, and I'm glad she got an AEW contract. Love it. Love her as a character. Love everything about her. This match was not a good showcase for her. It was a showcase for Athena and how damn good Athena is because, again, I hate saying this. If you're a actual wrestler watching this for some reason, don't hate me. But
Believe it or not, Ian, there is plenty of wrestlers that have
There's
watched
some,
our
yeah.
shows.
yeah, so don't reach out to me, please. Athena carried the fuck out of this match, and that just shows you how good Athena is. But watching back, like Mina, it could just be the disconnect between these two. It could be that language barrier. It could be could be literally anything. So, it's kind of sad, but
I mean,
the
Jacob's
Mina-
kind of right.
well, yeah, no, people love
The pervs
Mina
love Mina, yeah.
for her looks.
Well,
which
she plays into it.
she does. It's
It's part of her character.
I mean, it's part of her character.
yeah, so it makes
Again,
sense.
no harm, no foul, whatever. Athena's moving on in the tournament, and I'm so damn glad she is.
She should win.
Athena looked like $1 million,
I think
all
she
I cared
is
about.
winning.
I think she is because
I think she
the
is
bracket's
as well.
not that strong.
especially with
Not at
Willow
all.
out now.
It's their weakest bracket they've definitely had. And
Unless they throw Mercedes in it.
There is a wild card. I'm thinking it could be Britt Baker.
I mean, that's another issue. Pierce, I'm assuming that's Pierce in the chat. They haven't built up, and that's why Mike's argument on the dusty finish of the last hour of the marathon was that just to end ROH, because it's not doing anything for anyone but Athena. But then again, she's still behind a paywall.
We're going to talk about it. Don't worry. We'll talk about ROH real soon. Look, Athena should win the tournament. She's the best wrestler in this tournament, in my opinion. She's been a hidden gem for AEW that they've decided to keep on ROH. We don't know if that's just Athena wanting to work that schedule. Like maybe
That's
she doesn't
another
want to
thing.
travel as much. We don't know. Maybe she wants to do this.
Correct.
This tournament is weak as shit. And that kind of talks about the women's division right now. And we'll get to the women's title match too. But like, there is a Tony Storm size void, Mercedes size void in this women's division right now, that there is not that main player at the moment. And
You heard the crowd
it's
during
showing.
both women's matches, didn't you?
Yeah, it's showing. Like it's showing. They don't have a mega star right now in that women's division.
Well, and Athena could be that megastar if you took her off of ROH. It's as simple as that. And I know your co-host would probably disagree with me because he responded to me when I said just put Athena on TV, which the counterpoint of spend the $9.99 is fair, but not all of us can justify adding another $10 a month and have the time to fit in more wrestling. Like, I'm already watching every WWE produced show, and that's including AAA and Evolve. I watch AEW Dynamite, and I'll catch a Collision from time to time. Adding more onto that while also being a sports fan, having a job of 40 hours a week, guys, it's not easy to catch all the wrestling. So that's why I say let's put Athena on TV.
I agree. And I think he would agree. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think he's at the point too where it's, yeah, Athena should probably be on the main TV way more than she is now.
You said
I
it.
get
There's
what
a void.
I get what he's saying as far as
Yeah.
trying to
support
make Ring
them.
of Honor something, but
They haven't done a
AEW
good
also
reason
has
to-
to get
Yeah.
AEW has to get behind Ring of Honor too, which they're not. He bought
No.
it so WWE couldn't get it. Let's be honest.
Correct.
That's
Yep.
what happened. So
That's exactly what Mike said on the mixer too. He's like, he just wanted the library. And
Correct.
then now they don't know what they're doing with it. Use it as a developmental. That's another thing. Shout out to Paperclip Mike.
Make it
That should be
NXT.
NXT. Yep.
yes,
So
that should
my-
replace Collision.
My counter would be so they are using it for some talent. AR Fox just won his first singles title
Saw that.
ever, and no one really knows about it unless you're on social media. So
That's
is the big
AEW's
thing.
fault.
And then STP, Shane Taylor Promotions, another tag, like another faction that has been awesome the past year, just keeping up with social media. I don't watch ROH because, again, I'm not spending the extra $10, but I enjoy what they're doing on there. It's
But even like we talk about Athena, Billy Starks is on Ring of Honor. What are we doing?
That story should be on TV.
she's
That story should be done.
She should have beat Athena at that. What
Correct.
show was it? Yeah.
Death Before Dishonor, I think.
Yeah.
Way
that's
back
what it
when?
was. Way long time ago. And now she's
Way
the
back.
forever ROH champion, but like you said, maybe this is what she wanted. And we're just
This is-
arguing for the sake of arguing.
And I'm going to sound old. It's going to be the ultimate. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound. Nobody's watching Ring of Honor. Do I
Yeah.
care at all? So
And that might be the case, Jago. We don't know for sure. Billy's still
if
very
she-
young.
if she gets out of that contract,
Oh,
you
she's
don't
going to
think
NXT.
WWE's going to scoop
Yeah.
that up like
Isn't
that?
she dating Uriah Connors?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, they would swoop up Billy Starks in a heartbeat.
Correct.
She would be NXT champion within 2 years. I guarantee it.
6 months.
Yeah, they wouldn't waste any time. Look at Ethan Page. They brought him in. They're like, you're champion. And now look at where he's at.
Well, yeah, losing, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he lost. You didn't watch Saturday Night's main event, did you? It actually, I thought, was a decent show.
It was a good match.
Yeah, they had good matches. The Becky Soul.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
We don't need to talk about that because that was a waste of
Let's go to the
everyone's
next
time.
match. AEW.
Moxley retains because what did I say to you, Ian, during the marathon? Moxley wins. LOL. That's the narrative I have going forward with John Moxley. But that's not taking away from the fact that this was a fantastic technical wrestling match. And Ian, I think that's exactly what we expected going into it.
Yeah, I wanted to think on the fuck it, let's ball side when I made my prediction of Kyle winning because I really wanted to see Kyle win. Because again, if that title run were to just not, it would fall flat, and Kyle were to fall flat, okay, just give it back to Moxley, whatever. So I wanted to think in that aspect of give Kyle this moment, might as well. But then again, I also started seeing all the title changes. And this was right after Okada and Takeshita too. So I was like, they're not going to go back to back, which kind of sucks. But it was a fantastic match. I was on the edge of my seat. I had no idea who was going to win this. And on paper, if you were to tell me last year before this feud started, like John Moxley, Kyle O'Reilly, oh, okay, it's just John Moxley winning the title. Okay, move on to the next match. This entire feud and the build up to this match has been amazing.
They did a good job building up Kyle O'Reilly and making him seem like a viable challenger for John Moxley.
Yeah, and which is awesome. It's really cool to see for Kyle O'Reilly. But it's like
Jiggle. See, at least somebody thinks like me sometimes. Mox will never lose again, ever. Chris, your thoughts?
I don't. Maybe I'm out. I don't know. What's the John Moxley hate? I mean, this guy's been the most consistent thing in AEW since it started.
So the comparison I had to him was John Cena of the 2010s. He just wins all the time. It wasn't hate. It was just he wins.
But he's not in the world title picture, so why are we bitching?
I'm not bitching. I'm just making an observation.
He has one of the 80 mid card titles that AEW has. Who cares?
Do any of those titles have any value?
I don't even know who the TNT champion is.
Kevin Knight.
Ah, yes. Oh, we got to talk about him.
Oh yeah, we definitely will be talking about it.
No, I think he needs to lose to Danny Garcia.
Ooh, that's good.
I think
internally
they were playing it before where Moxley kept losing. If you don't remember, a couple months ago, Moxley kept losing.
True.
Mm-hmm. He kept losing, and they was like, "Oh, this is about to break up." And then he finally got the win, and now we're back at this point where he has the Continental Championship. But like, maybe it's somebody in the Death Riders that step up. Maybe it's a Wheeler Yuta, Claudio. Maybe it's Daniel Garcia. I don't know, but play that story a little bit more. Like, I don't.
Who's he put over? Jay Gold's asking.
Do you want me to go to his cage match? Like,
I would love you to actually. If you could shove it in Jay Gold's face, feel free to. It's Kayfabe Coffee. I don't care.
I'm trying to think. What's AEW's biggest show of the year?
All In.
What did he do last year at All In?
Lost the title.
To.
Why am I blanking?
Hangman. He put over Hangman Page on the biggest show of the year.
Yeah.
My bad. Next.
I will not understand.
Okay, no, that's a fair question though. Who's actively gotten better after a Moxley feud?
You could say that about literally anybody ever.
Also true.
Like, I don't understand the Moxley hate. Like, is Darby Allin coming out better after this MJF feud?
Yes.
No, because he's going back down to the mid card, isn't he?
Probably.
There you go.
He's going right into the TNT title picture, obviously.
Yeah, where he belongs, but he's going right back there. Like,
but they did make a main eventer out of it, in my opinion. We'll talk about it.
Because is he ever going to get back to that point?
I think so, yes.
I don't think he is.
So I'm just gonna we'll backtrack a little bit here, just to, like you said, you want to rub it in Jay Gold's face just a little bit. So John Moxley with that title, he's been having a lot of these eliminator matches throughout the year. Just to name just a few, I'm on his cage match site right now. It's literally every single week he had a match.
That's great.
Konosuke Takeshita, he did for the eliminator match. Anthony Bowens, who's been a lot better recently and gotten over.
Oh yeah, no, he's gotten better.
Nick Wayne.
I don't even see him on TV. I can't agree on that.
He's
on the ops.
I don't see him.
He just had a match. Yeah. What are you
Juice
doing?
Robinson.
Watch Ring of Honor.
Kyle O'Reilly. Hechicero. El Clone.
That's
Mark
Cesaro, the
Davis,
CMLL champion, by the way.
Are those all those guys getting more over though after the
Ace
fact? I don't-
Austin.
That's Cesaro just won the championship for CMLL.
Then
How is he
no.
not over?
I don't
The
know.
only one on this list I could be like, okay, maybe not really, is Josh Alexander, and that's Josh Alexander.
Where's he been? Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying, Jay Gold.
you-
I don't
right,
agree
so-
with these
so-
guys. They're not all over after the fact that.
You guys are hating on Moxley. Is Moxley booking the damn show?
No.
So hate on Tony Khan, not Moxley.
Yeah, fuck you, Tony. No, I can't say that.
Okay, so
Moxley's
Jay Gold.
fault that these guys aren't getting over.
That's also true. That is also true. It's not his job to necessarily get everyone over that he faces. Correct.
Here is the thing with AEW, you can't think of crowd reaction. Holy shit, the guy is finally back out here. That's not necessarily the over in AEW. It's, oh, this guy could wrestle. Oh, fuck, this guy's really good in the ring. That is how you get over in AEW. Like Bandito. Bandito was one thing where it's like,
True.
no one really gave a shit about his character. And then everyone just started fucking, holy shit, this guy's really good. El Clone, a perfect example. He's obviously his gimmick is a little different, and it is very interesting. But
El Clone, you notice how I rubbed this right here? For some reason.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Rubbing your nipples. That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
El Clone.
It's like Rob Schneider.
Oh my God, we're off the track. Look, you guys aren't mad at Moxley. You're mad at Tony Khan.
Why are you?
Yeah,
saying
you're
guys?
probably right. No, he's talking about me and Jay Gold. He's not
I'm
talking about
lumping
you.
Jay
Yeah.
Gold. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about you. No, you helped my point.
Yeah,
did a
you
great job
two. It
helping.
was you two versus me and Jay Gold on that one. Which, hey guys, look it, we could differ.
Yeah, that's allowed.
Okay.
Hey, those checks clear, don't they?
And it's spelled KLON.
Yeah, get it right, you Mark.
God.
You like? Do you like how
God,
he's
here we
such
go.
a Mark and he's trying to get himself over? He volunteered for Kayfabe Coffee and not even watching Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
Like at least buy the pay per view.
He goes, oh, yep, you called my bluff. What?
I want people that watch the product on this show. Sorry, and a match I watched. I'll tell you what.
So that's what I'm saying. If he doesn't watch the project, why is he mad at Moxley? If you don't even watch it.
It's Jay Gold.
Wrestling fans.
It's old. It's Grandpa. Come on, Grandpa's got his opinions. All right. I have an opinion on this match, and I think it was the best match of the night. Will Ospreay versus Samoa Joe. I tweeted it out. We talked about it in the group chat. Samoa Joe is a fucking legend in the game today. He hasn't missed a step in 20 plus years, and every time he gets into the ring with someone, Chris, that person instantly becomes better. And you throw in Will Ospreay, who always has good matches with everyone. Perfect formula for a great match. And this was just a no one heart match. This had no stakes other than advancing to the next round. Will Ospreay gets the win, Chris, but to me, I don't know about you, this was my match of the night.
It was only 14 minutes too.
Crazy.
Like, it was a blitz, right?
Crazy.
It was awesome. And it started off so great with the cutter. Like it was everything about this match. Yeah, Samoa Joe for me is the top 5 of all time. Like
Same with Jay Gold. Yeah.
I love Samoa Joe from Ring of Honor to TNA, even though there was a weird spot in TNA. But like his WWE run was, in my opinion, good. Did they not do what they
Great balls of
Would've
fire.
done.
He should have won.
they lost that? Yep, he should have won that. But I
Beat
still
Brock.
enjoyed Samoa Joe in WWE, and AEW has done right by him, making him world champion a couple times now.
Yes.
Like everything about Samoa Joe is amazing. I love seeing Samoa Joe on my screen. I love that he's still getting these spots. Will Ospreay, like you said, is probably the best in the game right now. And you pair him up with Joe, who has just had the longevity and just has the skills that he has. Like it's fantastic. Great job all around. Match of the night.
Hey, we both agree on that one. Ian, you going to agree with us that it's the match of the night?
I wouldn't say it's my match of the night. It was my surprising, like, this. I don't know how to explain that. It was my match of the night that I wasn't expecting to be a match of the night contender.
Yeah.
If that
I would
makes
agree.
sense. Like,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
100%.
But yeah, no. One thing I texted to you, Kyle, is like Samoa Joe. You could tell like how much he looked in better shape. Like he looked quicker, looked leaner, which is kind of weird to say about Samoa Joe because that's not necessarily him.
That's not the words you would describe Samoa Joe.
No. But he was moving really quick, which was really cool to see, and you could tell like, oh, he's back in it. He's back. Will Ospreay obviously is fucking Will Ospreay and one of the best wrestlers we've ever seen, and putting him in with Samoa Joe, who is what
One of the best wrestlers we've ever seen.
Exactly. Who is older, completely different style. You're thinking from the outside like, okay, this is a dream match, name based, but like, yeah, I wonder how they're gonna match up. I'll tell you what, it was gold. It was absolutely incredible.
I want more.
Yeah. I want to watch that match again. Honestly, I probably will today because I got a lot of time.
And another thing about AEW's like these tournaments and Continental Classics, what makes them so special is, like you said, this is just to move on to the next round. There's really no implications other than that. But they built this up with the background story going, and then the tournament gets announced, and you're like, oh, this makes sense why they're beefing a little bit. Just adds a little bit more fuel to the fire, even though they could literally just, this is the match that's going to happen in your first round, and then it's going to go straight into the match. You're still going to be glued to the screen. So AEW's getting a little bit better at, managing those storylines going into tournaments, and especially the Continental Classic.
It's a good call, because that's how that match started.
Well, and then the next, the other match in their bracket is Mark Davis and Jack Perry. I'm going to assume Mark Davis wins that match. Do we get Ospreay and Mark Davis again?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's a bigger match than Jack.
Hey, Mark Davis is down one eye, apparently.
Well, so am I.
He almost got ran over by the Jurassic Express.
That was crazy, by the way. That was
live.
I don't know if you guys saw that.
It was live.
And then the other side, we'll talk about Swerve, but the other side is Claudio and Brody. I assume Brody's going to win that because of the history with Swerve and Brody. The men's side of the tournament, so much better than the women's side right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Night and day.
And a lot of that with the women's side has to do with injuries or just people that are inactive. But I feel like there's some names missing, like a Camille. Isn't she back? Didn't she just return? You could put her in the O and no? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know her status. That's just a question. Megan Bain, I know she's one half of the tag team champions, but
they got to figure out that. Yeah.
She should be more of a star, dude. And Lena Cross is great, but Megan Bain could be one of their top girls, I think.
Mm-hmm. Should be.
Oh, Joe and Ospreay. I was going to say, you had Swerve and Bandito as your match of the night? I mean, listen, Swerve and Bandito was very good. Very good, man.
Go first, because I got
Okay, all right. So you got some gripes on. We all got gripes on different matches. That's interesting because I actually really enjoyed this one too, Ian. Another Owen Hart tournament matchup here. You've talked about Bandito earlier. I think that's really what stood out to me in this match was Bandito's performance. The fluidity of his moves is always fun to watch, and Swerve's just a constant in AEW that never disappoints. So for me, it was just another really strong match on a really good card.
Yeah, it was a reminder as to, we haven't seen Bandito in a little bit now. But yeah, Bandito just is perfect. He knows how to connect with the audience just in the ring as well. We've seen it at Warrior Wrestling. The dude just exudes charisma, and it's behind a mask. He doesn't even show his facial expressions. That shows you how good he is as a wrestler. And then Swerve is just, as the kids say it these days, aura. He knows how to aura farm very well. And
what's the one thing that they're saying now with maxing? Aura maxing? Is that a thing?
Probably.
Oh, you don't even know.
Come on, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out the kids' lingo. You should know by now, Chris. You're getting to that. Your kids are getting to that age where they'll start doing this thing.
My kids are 4.
Hey, give it time. 2 years. Hey, in 2 years they'll be saying aura.
They're gonna start mogging on you here soon.
Yeah, that's what it is. Mogging. I don't even know what that means.
I think you already did. If you look at my eye. All right.
All right, yeah. Get your thoughts out on this one. I'm curious.
Bandito is great. I think we can all agree. I think everybody can agree.
Yes.
Bandito is fantastic. Why the hell is your Ring of Honor champion losing so much? He lost last month too, clean to Andrade. And then Andrade was like, I don't want the Ring of Honor title. I'm going after the world title. That makes it devalues the world title so much. Now, 2 months in a row, your world champion's getting beat clean in the middle of the ring, and you expect me to pay $10 to go watch Ring of Honor when your world champion can't even beat the big boys on AEW? Get out of here.
I want to interject. I didn't even know Bandito was still champion, so that just goes to show you our point about ROH.
Yeah, he just won it back.
Then I kind of agree with you then.
Stop devaluing him so much. He can get over like crazy. It's the same thing with Athena. If he's this over, put him on the main put him on main TV. I don't know what this little pet project is with Ring of Honor, but it's not working. It's not. Your world champion is just jobbing to everybody. It's so dumb in my opinion. You can't expect me to pay $10 to watch Ring of Honor if your world champion can't keep up on the main roster.
You have to pay to see the Ring of Honor World Champions win matches. They're only going to lose if
Right.
it's free.
Right? Like I don't like it. I don't like that. He loses all the time. Like, stop talking to me about Ring of Honor.
And it's a Ring of Honor problem. That's not I mean, I guess it is an AEW problem because they're under the umbrella.
It is. Well, it's a Tony Khan issue. That's what it is. Like,
But you didn't think the match was bad by any means, did you?
No, it's a great
you
match.
like match.
I just now does Swerve go after the Ring of Honor championship? No, because he's in a tournament for the AEW championship. Because he doesn't give a shit about the Ring of Honor championship. So why should I?
I don't think anybody does. Like Ian, you can't even sit here and probably defend the ROH.
I again, it's just because I don't watch it. That's
out of sight, out of mind.
I think what they're trying to do is try to grab the attention of AEW viewers by saying, this is how good your ROH champion is. If you want to see more of him, we're going to, like the Athena thing, we are not going to show him on Dynamite. You have to come to ROH to come see him. And again, that does not work because then there's that paywall. $10 is $10. Or even if it was like a $2 subscription, it would still be the same thing. Like, I'm not paying the extra money to go see more wrestling. Like,
No.
Unless it's good, unless it means something.
Well, no, I wouldn't even say that because it is good. That's the thing. It is good. It's just I don't want to go pay more money. That's the thing.
And even the mark on the top left didn't even know that Bandito was the champion. Like,
that's an ROH problem. That's not a me problem.
No. I'm just saying, but like in general, as somebody that watches as much wrestling as you do, and as somebody that watches as much wrestling as we do, we didn't even know he was the champion.
Did he bring the title out?
I don't think so.
Well, at least showcase it. Yeah, let's see it. Hold on. Maybe we're wrong.
We could be wrong. I was watching through one eye, so I don't know. But
you're mocking.
It's been my biggest gripe with
That's a fair point.
That like you have so many other titles, and then you bring your Ring of Honor World Champion where it feels like you brought them up, like a baseball term. You brought them up to the big leagues. Not performing great. Let's have him lose, go back down. Like,
I made that comparison in the marathon too. I love it.
Can confirm he did wear the title in his entrance.
Okay, so at least he wore it, which is I don't know why I wasn't paying attention, but that just goes to show they could have done a better job at presenting it.
It's just frustrating on my end as like a long-term wrestling fan, and now seeing the like everybody partnering up and being it beneficial for everybody. It's not beneficial for Ring of Honor right now. Like, it's just not. And the world title is so devalued when Ring of Honor could be such a important product for them. Like, they're just not utilizing it as well as they should. It's frustrating to watch.
It is. So we do have like, we'll move past the ROH talk at some point. But
I am in no rush. Like I said, all I got to do is get to the gym. That's it.
But the thing about it is, like, you do have like the stories where, like AR Fox, for example, this is his first ever singles title. No one knows about it really, but ROH is giving him the platform to be a champion. That is what ROH should be used for. I completely agree with you guys there. If you can't have the betweeners between ROH and AEW, like that's kind of where the issue stems on. You have people that are AEW like talent, like Bandito. You don't think of him as an ROH guy. You think of him as an AEW guy. You can't have him winning the world title because it's not going to bring the audience back to ROH. You got to keep him on AEW and have your ROH guys and gals and your AEW guys and gals. And again, Athena is the same exact way. It's hard to bring back audience from AEW. It's just not how that works.
And my comparison is like, and we'll get off this, I promise.
Oh, you're fine.
Is like when they brought Oba up for Saturday Night's Main Event when he was world champion. They protected the shit out of him. And that was, is that an Oba Femi thing? Maybe. But he was also the world champion at the time. You showcase your world champion and then go, hey, he's on Tuesdays. Like, showcase your world champion, protect your world champion, and then go, oh, you can, wasn't that match awesome? Go watch Bandito in Ring of Honor. Look what he can do. Nope, he's just losing. Who cares?
And that's the thing. Online, so many people want to comment, oh, I'm not watching NXT, or make comments on people's appearance, the newcomers of NXT. You can knock the Fed at WWE all you want, but they have a proven system that works. The NXT system works. Look at the main roster in WWE. Everybody had an impact in NXT at some point, or at least most of those people on the main roster did. That could be ROH for AEW. That's what we want. This comes from a place of us wanting AEW to be better. We're not crapping on AEW. We just think ROH could be utilized better. That's all.
And another one to add on to there is Zeta Steele, who's from NXT. She is ROH exclusive. Like, she came to the company. I think she made her entrance on a Dynamite, and it was a shocking one.
She was on the
but
pre-show.
She lost. Yeah, she was on the pre-show as well for Double or Nothing. But it's like she's
great.
another one that yes, this is what you need to use ROH for, because I think she's like 23 or something like that. Like,
She should be Athena.
She has a lot of development to do. Yeah, and I think that would be a really good idea. So maybe they're on the right track. Maybe this whole world title thing will be a afterthought within a year, but
so.
just they just got to move on. They move on from that idea.
And I guess the other thing is I'm old, right? So I've been watching wrestling for what?
I'm older than both of you.
25 years. I know the lineage of the Ring of Honor champion, like CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole. Like, the list goes on. Samoa Joe.
Nigel
the list
McGuinness.
goes on and on. Like, you have such a rich history of the world champion that it's so devalued now that it just you're not going to sell me on it. That's the thing now. You're just not going to sell me.
Eric, they should have. I don't know if you were here earlier, man, but they should have done the Billy thing a long time ago. They missed the boat. I mean, they sure could run it back, and I bet that's probably what they're going to do. But it would have hit more, I think, the first time. But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe it's going to hit. Maybe it'll be good.
I'm off my rant. Sorry.
Let's move on. AEW women's title match. You talked about how there feels like there's a void at the top of the main event scene in the women's division. I totally agree with you there. A lot of people here at the network know my opinions on Tekla, so I'm not going to sit here and dump on her even more.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, Chris.
Really?
I don't think she's a main eventer, in my opinion. It gives off mid-card vibes to me. That's just me thing. It's a me problem.
Can I start this one off, please?
Yeah, go. Because I don't have anything positive to say, really.
This was my second match. I wasn't expecting a whole lot from this match. I thought this was going to be a kind of relax and just not really watch. I loved this match. I did. I think every single person played their part well. They played out the feud between Sheeta and Statlander really well in the match, which finally we actually got some like, okay, yes, Sheeta's a heel. We all knew that. Now Statlander knows that. Statlander looked like $1 million. Hayter looked like $1 million. Tekla looked like a dastardly heel. You're not supposed to like her. She's one of those heels where it's like, I don't really want to watch her like win. I don't want to see her become the champion. She's fantastic at her job. I think she cuts really good promos. Her English, well, her pronunciation's getting better. She speaks good English. Her pronunciation's getting better.
She speaks English well, not she speaks good English.
She does the good old speaking English.
We need Tuck to reteach Ian real quick.
She does the good English.
Oh my!
But I love this match, and that's where I'm at with it.
That's funny. Sorry.
Chris, what were your thoughts on this one?
It was fine. It was fine. I'm out on Sheeta. That's just me.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
we all
are.
We just break glass when we need Sheeta. Like, if you're gonna make Sheeta consistent, just please do something with her. Make her consistent. Like, I'm surprised she didn't
put
win
her
the
on
world
ROH. Put her behind the paywall.
I'm surprised she didn't win the world title, because when they get desperate, they just put the title on Sheeta half the time. So, there's a void. I like that Tekla. I like her. I think she's unique as a character.
That's true.
But yeah, her and Toni Storm would be great bouncing off of each other, I think. But we don't have that right now. So they need something. They need a shot in the arm. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Bailey. I don't know. But they need.
Who is that brings that out of Tekla, though? That's my issue, is like, I think it obviously is a problem because you've talked about it, like with the injuries and whatnot. They haven't done a good job at building up viable contenders for Tekla.
Correct.
So that's not Tekla's fault. I'm not taking that away from her whatsoever, but I still, every time she, and this is, once again, a petty point probably, but watch her entrances. Does the crowd react?
You're not supposed to. She's a bad guy. You're not supposed to react.
But react in some way. I feel like the crowd was dead
about
throughout
Ricky
this
Saints.
match. Well, that's the main roster problem. You know the WWE main roster fans don't watch NXT.
Look, the answer to your question is in her group. Sky Blue is a viable babyface.
Yeah.
Needs to make that turn.
Another one I would argue that needs some building, which we might get that with the Owen Hart tournament, is Persephone. just hired
Yeah.
her. I think Persephone's got
Very good.
uber amounts of talent and extremely charismatic and extremely good in the ring. So it's All In is going to be extremely like, okay, where are we going with this title? Because that's where I'm getting vibes. I think we're just going to have Tekla hold that title till All In. It's the John Moxley kind of route of make her hold the title, let everybody be absolutely sick of her by the time she loses the title.
Yeah, but we don't have a Hangman. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
You have a Mercedes?
100%.
That's not babyface.
babyface?
Mercedes
I
never
don't-
works. It never works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It
don't
might,
think-
though. I made the argument. It might. This is a different audience. It's a different presentation.
Sure.
It might work. We don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna ask this because I saw Chris. I saw your reaction when I said her name earlier in the show. But there's that wild card. Yes, there's Mercedes on there. We're thinking it's going to be a babyface, right? To be that wild
Yeah,
card.
yeah, it has to
be.
be.
I don't know who they're facing, but
Britt?
that's what I said. I said Britt Baker, and I got that exact reaction from Chris. I'm like,
Because every time
would
we get
like
a
it.
mystery, it's Britt Baker. She's not coming back.
I agree with you.
Then
I
why
feel the same way.
why is she being held hostage then?
Because it's Tony Khan and he's petty.
I mean, WWE would do the same thing.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
they're
WWE would do
they're
the
not
same
the s- like they're not the same, but they are the same.
Ian Britt's the answer. You're right. I agree. I think it's Britt.
The issue
I
is
don't even want Britt. I feel like this
to-
era has passed Britt.
You're probably right there. She's been gone for so long.
Well, then there's a reason Thunder Rosa is not in this
Also
tournament
true,
or not
yeah.
in the main
Featured.
event scene because I think it's
Are they
passed.
weeding out that generation of AEW women?
I
I
just
think
think
is Statlander a part of that? Because Statlander's,
nope, she's not because she was just the recent world champion.
I know, but like after that run though, I feel like that was her test run. I don't think they really were sold on that world title run.
Shit, then they're stupid.
You like Stat?
I love Statlander.
Oh, I like Stat too, and I think she's world championship material. But I feel like they did
So
her
much
wrong.
potential with Statlander. Yeah, but I
She
think
carried
that,
it in a bad women's division. Let's be real.
But I think that's the women's division right now. It's not a good women's division. That's it. That's it. You just have a
It's-
bunch of names.
I think
people
it
are
has
telling
the-
me it is good.
I think it has the talent to be
Wrestling-wise,
good. It's
yes.
just we're not connecting with
booking.
the audience. Well,
And they're not putting them on TV enough. I think Dynamite the last couple weeks only had one women's match.
But you
Yeah.
had such a strong character in Tony Storm, and you had such a
Correct.
strong character in Mercedes
Yeah.
that none of these women have
They don't live up.
characters.
Yeah, Willow could have
don't.
been a name, but she's hurt now.
Yep.
I hated how she was still in the TBS title scene. Like she's a world title contender for the rest of her career.
by the way, the wild card is going to be facing off against Alex Windsor, who
It's
is
Mercedes.
a face. Yeah.
Fine. Let it be Mercedes.
It's going to be Mercedes. Like who else could it be? Is there a recent release that we're forgetting about from WWE? Like Zelina Vega? I doubt it's gonna be.
Cross. Nikki
Kyrie
Cross got
Sane.
she got advertised for Progress though, so I don't think she.
Kyrie Sane would be a very fun one.
It would. Kyrie Sane would fit the AEW kind of like women's division of being super. It's very international.
She's charismatic though. They could.
Yeah, that doesn't fit with AEW women's division.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Dakota Kai's probably never going to sign with a big
No.
company. She missed the boat, I think.
well,
eventually.
also she kind of fucked her own.
Oh yeah,
chances.
didn't she back out of a booking
Yeah.
because she wasn't going to win?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that,
Meg-
Chris?
Megan
ROH.
Bain is your answer. That's your answer.
She should be a
Take-
single star.
Take the tag titles off her. Who cares? Megan Bain could be your mega star.
She looks like a megastar, doesn't she?
Yes. She carries herself like a megastar.
And she was only in the Indies for I think 2 or 3 years when we were seeing her at like GCWs and whatnot, and she was already great there. And she
You know
had that
another
aura.
one? You know another one that we were very excited at when she signed and then hasn't done shit since is Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah. Well, they did
Isn't
the
she a
whole
champion?
ROH.
Isn't she a champion?
No, not
I don't
anymore.
know.
But they did the whole
I think
ROH
she is.
experiment with her.
And it didn't
It's-
like that, but that's what I'm saying. We were so excited when she signed. It was like, oh,
Like,
we got
it's a
another
great
big
fit.
name.
Yeah.
Nothing.
She got the Athena treatment, and
Nothing.
before the Athena treatment.
Yeah.
It's because listen to this. Literally 11 hours ago, somebody responded to her, "Hey Deanna, do you still wrestle in TNA or in AEW?" She posted a picture with her with an ROH title. So yeah, she's holding an ROH title. Perfect example of what we've been saying this entire episode.
Look at the champions in Ring of Honor.
They're great.
They're great.
Bane is the right play. Wow, Jay Gold, you actually agree with something we're saying. How about that?
Yes.
sell her merch. She just
She's
looks
like
like
she's like a Beth Phoenix type. Like, you can't look away.
Beth looked great last night too.
Yeah, but I don't want Beth to be the champion.
True. This one was surprisingly my second favorite match of the night.
This was fun.
That's what it is, Chris. It's fun. It's not a real match, and I don't know if you saw the report. New York didn't sanction them to go into the crowd or have blood, so that's why they couldn't do that. But just so much fun Easter egg stuff throughout, like Leo Rush helping out Bobby Lashley. That was the best part for me, in my opinion. It's not about the moves, Ian, in this kind of match. It's about the moments and the memories, and I think they provided great, and this is going to piss off wrestling fans, AEW fans, sports entertainment. That's what this was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
It was the words I thought of to describe it were just stupid fun. Like, not
Great.
stupidly fun. It was stupid fun. It was so fun. I enjoyed everything about it. And I want to say it was like 30 minutes or something like that. It was a longer match.
It was lengthy.
31-15.
But I enjoyed every single second of it. I was smiling the entire time, which is it's
That's hard to do.
it's really hard to do when it's a 30-minute match. So yeah, they all played their part perfectly. They all understood the assignment going into it. This is the Stadium Stampede matches are always like this, and that's how they set the tone for it to be. So it especially works in AEW, where AEW's wrestling is super serious, like sports feel to it. This is just like everyone. I'm excited for the Stadium Stampede just to see what all these guys are going to do.
That's what I was going to bring up. Do you remember?
Really?
Do you remember COVID Money in the Bank? How fun that was.
That was such a good one. Yeah.
It reminded me
Rey
of this.
Mysterio
And
died.
He did. He also lost an eye. He had a rough COVID. He had a really rough COVID.
COVID affects everybody differently, Chris.
That's fair. Lost an eye, died, gained a son.
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, I didn't have expectations. Pull that last one back up, please.
Oh, I do want to address it. That's why I was going to put it back, and
Yes.
we can address it later.
Yes, it has passed.
That's why I got mad during that women's match, because I thought this was the time for Jamie Hayter, and now she's just going to be treated like a tag wrestler who wins it.
That has passed. No, I didn't have like my expectations. I won't say I had low expectations. I didn't have any expectations. Like, it was just like, I'm gonna go into this match open-minded, have a fun time. It's crazy. It's wacky. It is what it's supposed to be. This is a let me up before a very serious world title match. Like, I'm good. It was fine. It was fun. It was good. Oh, you got a flag.
Oh, the podcast daughter in the house?
You want to say hi?
Hey, what you got there? Nice.
Flag.
Look at her.
Oh.
Very patriotic. That's Chris's sign that he needs to go be a dad here soon, so we got to get moving.
You're fine. You're fine. No, but this match was fun. It was a good time. That's what I needed.
My second favorite match of the night. Like I said, it just good stuff all around. And then the main event was good too. So listen, there was a lot of hype, excitement, build going into this for different reasons. We all had different reasons on the marathon, which you'll be able to check out that 24-hour marathon. Hopefully soon we will keep you updated on our socials.
Maybe.
Because, guys, nobody else is doing 24-hour streams, spoiler alert, in the wrestling world. I don't see any of the other big wrestling companies doing what we're doing over here. So hit that subscribe button if you like what we're doing, because we have a lot of other shows very similar to this one right here. But as we all know, MJF is not bald. He's keeping his head of hair because he is the new AEW World Champion. It finally ran out of Darby Allin. The stamina couldn't hold up. He was fatigued, as you could see. Plenty of title defenses, Ian. I'm saving Podcast Dad for last intentionally because I know
Gonna be so upset with
he has a lot to say, and I want him to lay out for that one. So I'm going to give this one to you to start here, Ian, because I thoroughly enjoyed the main event. I loved the Darby Allin experiment as a champion. I thought it was fantastic. Chris is not going to agree, but I'm curious on what you thought of all this, especially the after effect with Kevin Knight turning heel.
All right. First off, I'm going to start off with Darby Allin. Hit this before it explodes, because everyone's talking about Darby Allin, the whole 1 month. Oh, it's only for 1 month. Darby Allin just reminded everybody that, or actually let everybody know that he is a legit world title contender and can put on some incredible matches in the span of a month. And this match, I don't know about you guys, this match felt like big time. And this was a 1 month build. So that just shows you how awesome that Darby Allin can be as a world title contender or a champion. MJF obviously is fantastic. This rejuvenated MJF into a new kind of progress a little bit. Different side of his character in a sense where he's again, back to that vulnerable side. He is MJF. He is a piece of shit, but also he is still human. The whole bald thing, I know it's funny, but also it's like the dude doesn't want to be bald. Like that shows that he has a character flaw that can be exposed later on. So
That's why he got those plugs.
yeah. For MJF as well. Yeah, so it's all of that. All of it made sense. Everything about the feud. I know it's comedy, the whole bald chance, but like, yeah, it happened, and there's growth from it. But the Kevin Knight turning heel.
Over.
The Kevin Knight turning heel part is like, whoa. I was not expecting that. I was expecting it at some point, but not to be with the world title around the world title. I thought it was going to be over Mike Bailey. I don't.
That's
know
my why, Ian. That's my why.
Good.
Why there and then?
Good. Now that leaves a question. And Dynamite,
guess.
they may or may not address it. This Dynamite, they should. But
They have to. But no, MJF's always off Dynamite the week after he wins.
That is true, actually.
Every time.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, didn't he lose the title to Darby? The Wednesday
Oh yeah, that
after
is
he
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
True. Yeah.
But yeah,
That was a real opportunity, Eric.
No,
That's where I disagree with
Yeah,
fans. That was the
that's-
story. The story was that he found magic finally and figured it out how to become a champion. And then he was a fighting champion that just ran out of gas.
and it was no like secret that he was going like batshit insane during every single match. That was the story they were telling. Every single second during commentary, Taz was saying, I don't know how much Darby could take. I've never seen this man. I've never seen anybody, let alone this man, take this much abuse. That was the story they were telling, is Darby wins the championship, and out of pride is like, yeah, I'm going to defend this thing. Like, this is my time. This is it. He's still young. Darby Allin is young. I know there's a whole joke. He's not making it past 40. Shut up, by the way, whoever's saying that. It's like,
it's not nice.
it's
That
not,
is not nice.
It is fucked up. But also, it's like, Darby Allin is the epitome of this AEW title means so much to me. It means so much to my hometown, my family, everything. I'm going to defend this thing every single week with my heart on my sleeve for 30 minutes in a absolute car crash and then end up coming out on top because I'm surviving, and I do it by pride. Everything about this feud in the span of a month. Again, everyone says that it's like, oh, it's only a Darby Allin 1 month reign. Good. That's how it should have been for his first title reign.
Ooh, first. So you do think there's going to be another one. And I think I want to put this in there. I love that part of the introduction, part of his resume was that he climbed Mount Everest. Justin Roberts is like, he has climbed Mount Everest. I'm like, have you ever heard that in a professional wrestling introduction?
No other wrestlers ever had that intro.
So that was pretty funny. But Ian, is there anything else you'd like to add, though, before we give it to the podcast dad for a rebuttal?
I'm sure I'll have to talk after Chris.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you'll have a rebuttal to Chris's rebuttal. So, Chris, I'm giving you the floor. Let's hear it.
I've also climbed a mountain, so if we could put that in my
Me too.
So we could put that in mind as well. That'd be nice. Look, I like the story that they told with, hey, he's breakneck. That's Darby Allin. You don't have to do it with the world title. World title's not a participation trophy. It's not. I'm old school, right? Like, I just got really heated about the Ring of Honor World Champion. You don't think I'm going to get any less heated about the AEW World Champion? Why is he defending the World Champion against Sammy Guevara?
I agree.
Why is he defending the champion against Mike Bailey?
I agree.
Why do we have an Owen Hart tournament to determine a number one contender for the world title when I can just go, hey, I want a title shot?
Fair point.
I don't like your world champion doing open challenges for the world title. That's my opinion. I don't like it. I like when mid-carders do it because it's a mid-card title.
Sure.
Your world champion needs to be a spectacle. Your world champion needs to have some prestige to it. I understand that Darby Allin wants to be prideful and defend the world champion. At the end of the day, I just think he's stupid for doing it because now he lost his title.
Good.
Because he went crazy. Like, you weren't smart with your world champion.
Good.
This should be his only world champion because they were not confident enough to go sell all in with Will Ospreay and Darby Allin, were they? You had to put the big main event star MJF back in it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Good
But I
for
think that
Darby
was
Allin.
always the plan, though.
Good for Darby Allin. He got his title run.
He
happy
did
for
earn
him.
it, Jay Gold. That dude's been there from day one.
That's great. He throws himself off a bunch of stuff.
Listen, I'm not a Darby Allin fan. I have been on the podcast multiple times saying I don't like his style of match. It's repetitive. But this run was different. He showed me a difference. I saw a different Darby Allin here. At least me personally, I did.
How? He jumped off the rope a bunch.
Just barely escaping, finding ways to win, fighting for the pride of
his whole
AEW.
career.
Yeah, I 100%.
So MJF's not fighting for the pride of AEW when he goes
No.
on a podcast and talks about how he wants to be the face of the company and how that world title means everything to him.
Well, MJF makes that company better. There's no disputing that.
And
MJF
Darby Allin
is
didn't.
the best name they have as world champion, in my opinion, is MJF.
Darby Allin, I think, is at a point where you don't need to give him the world champion. He is a
That's
spectacle upon himself.
That's also fair. I agree with you there.
Let him do what he needs to do. Okay.
That might be true. To get Mick Foley.
Mick Foley was going to AEW anyway. It's fine.
Oh yeah, it all had to do with politics on that one. Yeah,
he was going
politics,
anyway.
Yeah.
Did that play a factor? Maybe, but he was going there anyway. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. That's how Mick Foley got himself over. But hey, Mick Foley's great too. And Mick Foley is the same thing.
Yeah.
Got
He
a
didn't need
world
to be
title.
world champion, yeah.
Didn't need to be world champion. It was
But you
fun that
still
he got
remember
it.
that 30 days though, and people talk about it.
He had 3 championship runs.
Yeah,
None of
nobody
them
talks about the other
all
ones.
together were 30
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, true. They only talk about the one he beat The Rock.
I'm not trying. Well, because Stone Cold came out.
Correct.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hate on Darby Allin. I'm really not. Because I think Darby Allin in a vacuum is fine. Darby Allin going to a spectacle on his own match is fine. He's not a world champion. MJF's a world champion. Will Ospreay's a world champion. Swerve is a world champion. Hangman's a world champion. Moxley's a world champion. I can keep going down the list and name people better world champions than a Darby Allin.
I think this is a perfect time to rebut here.
Yeah,
you just said that. That sentence right there just perfectly describes why Darby Allin was champion. He is the perfect underdog where if you're looking at him from an outside scope, especially when you're comparing him to literally anybody else in the wrestling industry, you're not selecting Darby Allin to be a world champion because small looks weird. He's a different guy. He is, and he wrestles different as well. That is the whole purpose, and I think what they're trying to do with it is when I see Darby Allin now, I think of that is an AEW guy from the beginning. He bleeds AEW. He literally wears the logo like everywhere, and would put up flyers when he was challenging for the world title earlier this year in his hometown by himself, paper flyers. That just kind of that speaks to the audience of solely AEW, especially that are like, I guess if you want to say the tribalists, where it's like they are the underdogs, and he is your champion. He is going to fight for you, and will stop at nothing to fight for you. That is why I think Darby Allin is the perfect, especially after that MJF feud at the beginning of the year and that title run. It's like it makes sense for Darby Allin to hold that title for as long as he did and showcase what he can do with the world title. And like what you said with why are people challenging with that open challenge thing, he did explain that when he first won it, when MJF tried to come back out for a rematch for the title. He said, nope, I'm going to give other people a chance that actually do wrestle every single week a chance at this title. So there was an explanation for it. It wasn't just random open challenges. So I just wanted to say that as well. I think that's
when was the last time Sammy Guevara was on TV?
That doesn't matter.
That's another AEW issue. They came from the beginning out the jump saying that wins matter, wins and losses matter, and they've never mattered.
No, well, that's the thing too. Is they talk out of both sides. Like the rankings come back when it's convenient.
Correct. They are the ones that change the narrative. I mean, WWE does the same shit. They change their narrative all the time too.
Well, they're a wrestling company. They do whatever they want.
Correct.
But I don't dislike Darby Allin. I don't know.
Well, two things could be true, Chris. I agree with you. Like, on paper, Darby Allin is not a world champion when you compare him to other world champions in this company. But in a vacuum for what it was, I think the vehicle that they used to get him to that point, I was fine with the title reign. I think it did no harm. That's how I view it. I agree with you, though. I don't think he needs to hold that title ever again.
I don't think he does either.
I don't think he necessarily does. I think he will be back.
Probably.
For the world title. Maybe, I don't know if within this year. I think
No,
there are
they'll let
brighter
it
horizons.
simmer. Yeah,
But
he's going to be with Kevin Knight now because Kevin Knight turned heel afterwards, which was a great spot, by the way, because Darby Allin's laid out on the stretcher. Kevin Knight's staring down MJF as he's walking away, but then flips that switch. Kevin Knight hits him with the frog splash onto the stretcher. It doesn't make much sense to me, honestly, because, he's the TNT champion, but I guess we will get further explanation. But now we know that Darby is more than likely going right from being a world champion down to the TNT title scene with Kevin Knight. And I think that adds on to what you're saying, Chris.
Yeah, and I don't. I'm going to go make another point. Look at the history. I pulled up the history of the AEW Championship. Chris Jericho, Moxley, Omega, Hangman, Punk, Moxley, MJF, Joe, Swerve, Danielson, Moxley, Hangman, Joe, MJF, Darby Allin, MJF.
Yeah, there's a sore thumb there. Yeah, for sure. But, and to counterpoint Jay Gold here, Champion's reign shouldn't be did no harm. It helped Darby Allin. I don't care what your guys' opinion is.
How did it help Darby Allin?
It
He's back in the
legitimizes
mid-card.
Darby Allin. It makes him a major player because he has that now on his resume.
And as soon as he lost it, they said, back to the mid-card.
Correct, but he still will always have that moment and always have that month.
Where's Will Ospreay at right now? I guess before the Owen Hart, where was Will Ospreay at?
Injured.
He was wrestling. He was there. He was on the mid card.
Yeah.
That's fine. Where's he going to be at All In?
I don't understand the whole the world title now he's back at the mid card. I'm not a huge believer, and I hate the term mid card because that just says that the title now it means absolutely nothing. Obviously, from textbook standard, it should mean a little bit less than the world title, but also mid cards still matter.
Yeah, but
Hold on.
it's AEW, so how many mid-card titles actually mean something in AEW?
I guess that's a fair point, but
They
also
have 3, right? TNT, Continental, and International, or something. And then they got that one that Ricochet won.
Yeah, he doesn't have that.
I don't remember what that one's called.
That was supposed to be their independent title.
Yeah.
National title. That's what Mark
There it
Davis
is.
has.
Yeah. Okay. See, Mark Davis has it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They just add titles for the sake of titles. Let's be honest.
I do agree.
And look, Ian, the fact that, and this is the beautiful thing about wrestling, is the fact that Darby Allin's title run meant something to you means they did their job. The fact that it did something to me means they did their job, and it's allowed to affect us in different ways.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It got emotion out of all of us. Awesome.
Yeah.
We got history today, too.
Wrestling did its job. Good.
Wrestling did a great job last night because at the end of the day, that was a really good pro wrestling show. I'd give it an A-. What would you guys give it?
It's a 95 for me.
Strong A.
I loved
that's
it.
It's A, almost A+. That was the best show.
We say all of this, we dive deep into it because we like to get into the weeds, but at the end of the day, nobody's putting on pay-per-views like AEW.
No.
They're not.
Which is really nice because remember back in the day in AEW where it's okay, the show went without a hitch. We had some good bangers. Now it's now
we can get into it. Yeah, it's we were just
And
being
this
so
one-
nice earlier, but now it's no, we're not being nice anymore.
And it seems like they've figured out pacing.
Mm-hmm.
None of the matches were super, super long. Where it was oh man, this match is still going on.
It's an easy watch.
They've done a great job over the last couple of years, fixing every match doesn't have to be 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the last
okay.
pay-per-view they did, they kind of did that formula, but I agree with this one. It was different.
The fact that the Stadium Stampede match happened before the main event was the perfect decision. It went from we could relax, have some fun now, and then it made those intro to the main event so much more serious, and I genuinely got big fight feel from it.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Pierce. He said, top tier show, the trivia champ has spoken. We heard it here from Pierce. Thanks for stopping by, dude. And by the way, main event trivia probably will be returning monthly. That might become a new live stream here hosted by GBH and Paperclip Mike. So we're just adding more and more. There's a new show coming out later today. Yeah, we'll get you in there. But shout out to the Transatlantic Pop that is debuting later on today. You see their logo there right next to Ian. 6 p.m. Eastern. It's an hour and 40-minute debut. Their topic is that the IWC hates fun. So this is going to be a very good banter between a Brit and a Yankee. Don't forget to check that out here on this. Yeah, It's going to be an interesting one. And we appreciate you guys over at the Ope Three-Way because you guys are now extended family members here at the Main Event Wrestling Network. But overall, like we said, we give it an A. I gave it an A-. These guys are giving it an A. Very strong double or nothing. And we want to know what your guys' thoughts were as well in the comments section. So if you're watching this on the replay, hit that subscribe button because we are on the road to 400 subscribers. And while you're at it, go to our individual shows as well. Me and Ian are a part of the On the Mark Wrestling podcast. That is at Pod on the Mark on all the socials. And then you can follow Chris and the Wrestling Junkies podcast at Junkies Pod. Make sure you're subscribed. Do you guys have a show coming out later today, or are you taking the holiday off?
I got to confirm with my co-host, but
Your other
we usually
half.
we usually take the holidays off. But we had a big wrestling weekend, so we will let you know. Stay tuned to the social media.
That's why we're here. This is a big wrestling weekend. We
Yeah.
figured we'd pop off. We don't have to work today, even though I'm getting work text as we speak, which is my sign that
I just got an email too, so
I apparently am going to be working today. It sounds like I was going to go to the gym, but it looks like I got some shit to do. So, Ian, any final remarks before we get the hell out of here?
No, as a great man once said, and Jim Tucker, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan.
Always. And we're doing great things over here at the Main Event. Hopefully that 24-hour stream will be available soon, guys. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. Chris, what you got to say before we hit the road out of here?
be nice. See how we just had a nice civil discussion about Darby Allin's
I
title
hate you
reign.
guys now. I
Like-
hate you all.
And there's no hate. We're allowed to have opinions. Wrestling is an escape. Let it be an escape. I just got to talk for an hour and a half. I got to go live my real life again. But like, it was a nice escape. Let wrestling be your escape. It doesn't matter if you like it, you hate it. Like, you're not gonna like everything. You're not gonna dislike everything. Like, just have some fun.
Yeah, like I disliked a couple things from Double or Nothing. I still gave it an A-. I still love the pay-per-view. That's
Yeah, this
awesome.
clown doesn't like Thekla, which is crazy.
I don't like
I've
Tekla.
had this
I don't like
conversation before.
Okada. I don't like Eddie Kingston. I can go on and on. Yeah.
I don't like Eddie Kingston.
Oh, really? I found somebody. You're the only other person that has said that. I never and he got the biggest pop of the night maybe last night on the
He got
pre-show.
insane pop.
The world is cold. No, you guys all suck. Techless. I'm just kidding. I love you all. We need to get the hell out of here. It's been too much, but we appreciate you guys all stopping by, taking some time to check out episode Kayfabe Coffee, episode 33. And like I said earlier, don't forget to check out the 24-hour marathon stream. Hopefully that will be ready for you guys soon. But if you want to keep up with that stream update, make sure you're following us at mainevent_net. Thank you all for listening to Kayfabe Coffee, episode 33. We will see you tomorrow morning for the Wake and Bake edition of Kayfabe Coffee as GBH and Tino recap Monday Night Raw. Take care, everyone.
What up, though? You already know what it is. Best in the world, a.k.a. The Problem. Isaiah Broner. And you watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.